Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Sir English Language. I'm Alex.
And I'm Maya. It's so good to be back with you all today.
We are so happy you're here. Today, we're going to help you talk about your daily life. We're focusing on my daily routine.
That's right, Alex. Talking about what you do every day is the best way for beginners to practice action verbs and the present simple tense.
Exactly. But before we dive in, if you want to improve your English with us every week, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a lesson.
And give us a like if you find this helpful. It really supports the channel and helps us create more content for you. We also love reading your comments, so please share your thoughts with us below.
Yes, we read every single comment, and we love hearing from our community. It makes us so happy to see your progress. Okay, Maya, let's start at the very beginning of the day. What's your morning like?
Well, my alarm goes off at 6 a.m. and I wake up. I'm usually pretty good about getting up right away. I don't like to hit the snooze button because it makes me feel more tired.
That's impressive. I have to admit, I'm not as disciplined as you. My alarm goes off at 6:45, and I usually stay in bed for about 5 or 10 minutes. I like to check my phone and see what's happening in the world before I start my day.
I understand that. A lot of people do that. But I prefer to get out of bed immediately and start moving. I find that it gives me more energy for the day ahead.
That makes sense. So, after you get out of bed, what's the first thing you do?
The very first thing I do is open the curtains and let the sunlight in. Natural light really helps me wake up. Then I go to the bathroom.
Opening the curtains is a great idea. I should try that. When I go to the bathroom, I take a shower right away. I can't start my day without a shower. It makes me feel fresh and ready for anything.
I usually wash my face with cold water first. The cold water really wakes me up. Then I brush my teeth for 2 minutes. My dentist always tells me that 2 minutes is the right amount of time.
2 minutes, that's good to know. After I shower, I dry my hair with a towel and then I brush my hair. Sometimes I use a hair dryer if I'm in a hurry.
After I finish in the bathroom, I go to the kitchen to start making breakfast. I'm always hungry in the morning, so breakfast is really important to me.
Me too. What do you usually make for breakfast?
I usually make oatmeal with blueberries and honey. Sometimes I add some nuts for extra protein. I also make coffee in my French press. I love the smell of fresh coffee in the morning.
That sounds delicious and healthy. I usually have a smoothie with spinach, banana, and protein powder. Or sometimes I eat yogurt with granola and fresh fruit. And of course, I always drink coffee too. I can't function without my morning coffee.
Coffee is essential, isn't it? While I'm eating breakfast, I usually check the news on my tablet or listen to the radio. I like to know what's happening in the world.
I do something similar. I usually check my emails while I'm having breakfast, just to see if there's anything urgent I need to deal with. After breakfast, I get dressed for work.
Getting dressed is interesting because it depends on the weather and what I have planned for the day. I usually choose my outfit the night before, so I don't have to think about it in the morning.
That's smart. I should do that. I usually spend too much time deciding what to wear. I open my closet and look at all my options. Then I pick out a blouse and put on my pants or a skirt.
After I get dressed, I put on my shoes and grab my jacket if it's cold outside. Then I pack my bag with everything I need for the day: my laptop, my notebook, my wallet, and my keys.
I do the same thing. I always check my bag to make sure I have everything. There's nothing worse than getting to work and realizing you forgot something important at home.
Absolutely. Before I leave, I also make my bed. It only takes a minute, but it makes me feel organized, and it's nice to come home to a tidy bedroom.
I try to make my bed too, but I don't always have time. After I'm completely ready, I leave the house and lock the door behind me.
I walk to the bus stop because I don't have a car. The bus stop is about 5 minutes from my house. While I'm waiting for the bus, I usually listen to music or review my vocabulary flashcards on my phone.
That's a great way to use your commute time. I drive to work, so my commute is a little different. I get in my car, start the engine, and drive for about 20 minutes. I usually listen to podcasts while I'm driving. It helps me learn new things and it makes the drive more interesting.
Podcasts are wonderful for learning. So I take the bus for about 15 minutes and then I get off at my stop and walk to the office. I usually arrive at work around 8:30 in the morning.
I arrive at about the same time. When I get to the office, I say hello to my colleagues and go to my desk. The first thing I do is turn on my computer and check my messages.
Same here. I log into my computer and open my email. I usually have quite a few emails from the previous evening, so I read through them and respond to the urgent ones first.
Email can be overwhelming sometimes, can't it? After I deal with my emails, I look at my calendar to see what meetings I have scheduled for the day. Then I make a to-do list of all the tasks I need to complete.
Making a to-do list is so helpful. It keeps me organized and focused. Throughout the morning, I work on different projects. Sometimes I write reports, sometimes I analyze data, and sometimes I have meetings with my team.
My work is similar. I spend the morning making phone calls, organizing my schedule, and preparing presentations. I also collaborate with my coworkers on various projects.
Around 10:30, I usually take a short break. I get up from my desk, stretch my legs, and make another cup of coffee in the break room. It's important to take breaks throughout the day.
I agree completely. Sitting at a desk all day isn't good for your health. I try to stand up and walk around every hour or so. Sometimes I go outside for fresh air if the weather is nice.
That's a good habit. Then I go back to my desk and continue working until lunchtime. Around noon or 12:30, I take my lunch break.
Lunchtime is my favorite part of the workday. What do you usually do for lunch, Mark?
I usually go out to eat with my coworkers. There's a small cafe near our office that serves sandwiches and salads. I usually order a sandwich and sit outside if the weather is good.
That sounds lovely. I usually bring my lunch from home because it's healthier and cheaper. I pack a salad or leftovers from dinner the night before. I eat at my desk while I read articles or watch videos on my computer.
Bringing lunch from home is definitely more economical. After lunch, I feel a bit sleepy sometimes, so I drink some water and take a short walk to wake myself up.
The afternoon slump is real. I sometimes have a cup of tea in the afternoon to give me a little energy boost. Then I get back to work and focus on my tasks for the rest of the afternoon?
The afternoon is usually when I attend meetings. I might have a conference call with clients or meet with my manager to discuss ongoing projects. I take notes during meetings so I don't forget important information.
Taking notes is essential. I do the same thing. I also sent follow-up emails after meetings to summarize what we discussed and what the next steps are.
That's very professional. Around 4 or 4:30, I start to wrap up my work for the day. I finish any urgent tasks, organize my desk, and make a plan for what I need to do tomorrow.
I do something similar. I review my to-do list and check off the tasks I completed. Then I prioritize what needs to be done the next day. I usually finish work at 5 p.m.
Me too. At 5, I shut down my computer, say goodbye to my colleagues, and leave the office. Then I walk back to the bus stop and take the bus home.
I pack up my things, turn off the lights in my office, and walk to the parking lot. Then I drive home, which takes about 20 minutes depending on traffic.
Traffic can be frustrating, can't it? When I get home, I unlock the door and take off my shoes. I like to keep my home clean so I don't wear shoes inside.
That's a good policy. When I arrive home, the first thing I do is change into comfortable clothes. I put on sweatpants and a t-shirt. It feels so good to get out of work clothes.
I do exactly the same thing. Then I usually sit on the couch for a few minutes and relax. Sometimes I check the mail or look at my phone to see if I missed any messages.
Relaxing after work is so important. After I change, I usually go to the kitchen and start preparing dinner. I love cooking, so this is actually a relaxing activity for me.
What do you like to cook?
It depends on the day. Sometimes I make pasta with vegetables and tomato sauce. Other times I cook chicken with rice and a salad. Tonight, I'm planning to make stir-fry with tofu and lots of colorful vegetables.
That all sounds delicious. I'm not as good at cooking as you are. I usually make something simple like soup or a sandwich. Sometimes I order takeout if I'm too tired to cook.
There's nothing wrong with that. Cooking takes time and energy. After I finish cooking, I set the table and sit down to eat. I usually eat dinner at around 7 p.m.
I eat around the same time. While I'm eating, I sometimes watch TV or listen to music. It's nice to unwind and enjoy a good meal.
Absolutely. After dinner, I clear the table and wash the dishes. I don't have a dishwasher, so I have to do everything by hand. It's not my favorite chore, but it has to be done.
I have a dishwasher, so I just load the dishes into the machine and turn it on. It saves a lot of time. After cleaning up, I usually do some household chores. Maybe I do the laundry or vacuum the floor.
I try to do 1 or 2 chores every evening so they don't pile up. Sometimes I fold the laundry while I'm watching TV. It makes the time go by faster.
That's a good strategy. After I finish my chores, I like to relax and enjoy my evening. Sometimes I read a book or watch a movie. Other times I call my family or video chat with friends.
Staying connected with loved ones is so important. I usually spend time on my hobbies in the evening. I like to write in my journal, practice yoga, or work on creative projects.
Those are wonderful hobbies. I sometimes play video games or listen to podcasts to relax. I also like to learn new things, so I might watch educational videos or take an online course.
Lifelong learning is so valuable. Around 9 or 9:30, I start to wind down for the night. I turn off the TV and put away my phone. Too much screen time before bed can make it hard to sleep.
That's true. I tried to avoid screens for at least 30 minutes before bed. Instead, I read a book or listen to calm music. It helps me relax and prepare for sleep.
Before I go to bed, I brush my teeth again and wash my face. I also put on my pajamas and set my alarm for the next morning.
I do the same routine. I check that all the doors are locked and turn off all the lights in the house. Then I get into bed and read for a little while.
Reading before bed is such a nice habit. I usually fall asleep around 10:30 or 11. I try to get at least 7 or 8 hours of sleep every night.
Sleep is so important for our health and well being. I usually go to sleep around the same time, and then the next morning, the whole routine starts again.
That's right. So let's review all the wonderful phrases we used today. We talked about wake up, get out of bed, take a shower, brush your teeth, make breakfast, have coffee, get dressed, leave the house, drive to work, take the bus, arrive at work, check messages, have lunch, attend meetings, finish work, go home, change clothes, prepare dinner, wash the dishes, do laundry, relax, read a book, brush your teeth, set your alarm, and go to sleep.
That's an incredible list of useful phrases. These are the building blocks of everyday English conversation. If you can talk about your daily routine, you can have basic conversations with English speakers anywhere in the world.
Absolutely. Now it's your turn to practice. In the comments below, try to write 3 or 4 sentences about your daily routine using some of the phrases we learned today. For example, you could write, I wake up at 7 a.m. I have breakfast and drink coffee. Then I go to work.
We can't wait to read your stories and see how you're using these phrases. Don't worry about making mistakes. Making mistakes is part of learning, and we're here to support you every step of the way.
That's right. Remember, learning a language takes time and practice. Be patient with yourself and celebrate every small victory. Even if you can only use a few of these phrases right now, that's wonderful progress.
And if you want to practice even more, try keeping a daily journal in English. Every evening, write a few sentences about what you did that day. It's a great way to practice writing and to remember new vocabulary.
That's excellent advice, Mark. Another tip is to say your routine out loud while you're doing it. For example, when you're making breakfast, say, I'm making breakfast, or I'm drinking coffee. This helps you practice speaking and thinking in English.
These are all fantastic ways to improve your English skills. The most important thing is to practice regularly, even if it's just for a few minutes each day.
Well, I think we've covered everything about daily routines today. We hope you found this lesson helpful and that you learned lots of new vocabulary and phrases.
Thank you so much for watching and for being part of our learning community. If you enjoyed this lesson, please give us a thumbs up and share it with your friends who are also learning English.
And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a new lesson. We post new videos every week to help you improve your English.
We love hearing from you, so please leave a comment below. Tell us about your daily routine or let us know what topics you'd like us to cover in future videos.
Your feedback helps us create better content for you. Until next time, keep practicing, keep learning, and keep believing in yourself.
Goodbye, everyone, and have a wonderful day.
Bye.